This is Virginia This Morning on CBS 6.
Well, good morning to you on this Tuesday, January 3rd. I'm Jessica Nall. It's just before 9 o'clock, and that means we're getting ready to kick off the area's only live local talk and entertainment show. Thanks so much for joining us for our Tuesday edition of Virginia This Morning. We're going to send it on over to Cheryl, who looks at a preview of the morning. Good morning, Cheryl. Great to see you. Happy New Year.
Good morning, and Happy New Year to you, Jessica, and Happy New Year to all of you. The Latin Ballet of Virginia's 17th annual production of The Legend of the Poinsettia opens on stage this Thursday. We'll talk with the Latin Ballet's founder and artistic director, Ana Inez King, and we're going to enjoy a performance from one of the Corps' dancers, Marisol, ahead on today's live show. Jessica?
Looking forward to it for sure. Plus, it's a resolution for many of us. It's the new year, and it's a great time to map out a game plan for our finances. She's back with us this morning and ready to share some investment tips for 2017. Bryan is here, and that conversation is coming up later on the show. Welcome back to our live show. A new year means that you can create a whole new slate for yourself, and millions of us want to get our finances in order, and it's not too late to do it. It's right at the beginning of the year. Richmond money expert Bryan is back with investment tips for 2017. It's great to see you again.
It's great to see you, and I love it when you call me a money expert.
Money expert! That means you know how to grow the money tree in the backyard, right? And it only does the, what, hundreds and up? No,
I don't
just
know,
kidding.
but I'm just loving the word. Look, just say it. It's so good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. You've got 6 tips for us this morning, investment tips for 2017. And you and I were talking about this earlier in December, kind of looking ahead, maybe trying to get our ducks in a row.
Yes.
And it's not too late. I mean, you may have resolved to do it. It's the beginning of the month, beginning of the year. Let's go.
Yes. And there's so much news about it.
Yeah.
That's why we've really never focused on investing that much until it's become like a news story about the stock market. Will it reach 20,000? You know, what will happen? So I think that that's why it is really good that you're discussing this morning, because so many people do not understand. So my first suggestion is to study it, to get more information. Have you always had something that you wanted to understand? Have you heard a lot of talk about ETFs versus mutual funds? What's the difference? And have you wondered about what options are, hedge funds, or all these different things? Study now. Start reading as much as you can. So the first thing for 2017 would be to make a point to educate yourself.
Mm-hmm. Get familiar.
Yes.
And there's a wealth of free information out there to be able to do that, just to be able to start getting the lingo and understanding what's out there and available. A lot of us are scared of investing.
Yes, and we are, and I think that the more you're exposed, the more they listen to these type of conversations, the more less the fear disappears, or at least it reduces as you take control of the information and not just listen to your coworkers. So many people just do things based on rumors or what they heard or what you saw on the news. Don't do that. And if you truly are frightened, make sure that you get a financial advisor to assist you and get a referral. Who do you admire? How are they doing? Who helps them with their financial decisions? And make sure that you take charge and get the help that you need, or investigate on your own and read thoroughly research. I've been on social media and I've seen just people telling people what stock to buy. Like,
right,
they don't have any license, any experience. They're just telling them what they bought, and people were really gravitating to it. So be careful with that. Learn on your own and from a valid source.
Well, a lot of people watching right now are saying investing. I don't have 2 nickels to rub together, so what am I going to invest? There's different, that's where that advice of like how to invest it comes into play, because you may be at step 1 where you're learning what you even can, or you're at a high level where you really need to go to that next level.
And just a lot of people at home are investing through work, just like you, and they're participating in work retirement plans, and they're putting money in there. And a key thing I would like to add to this discussion is that when you are working and putting into a work retirement plan, investigate what the fees are involved in it. Make sure that the fees on the plan at work are fully disclosed to you. What type of fees are you paying into the plan? And outside of work plans, what are you doing? What are the fees involved? That's a big part of smart investing for 2017, understanding how much is it costing you to invest in the investments that you selected. And if you are investing at work, you know, so many people get in a plan. Remember that commercial, set it and forget it? You can't do that with your investments. It's not a rotisserie chicken. You have to set it, but continue to look at it. And just because you're looking at it doesn't mean you have to change it every time, but make a commitment to at least every quarter. Use that as part of our key tip for 2017. Investigate your investment allocation. How are you investing? Which choices have you made? How are they performing relative to benchmarks for the investments that you've selected?
Yeah, because rotisserie chickens are convenient, but setting it and forgetting it doesn't play out the same way.
And people do it for years.
Yeah.
I'll meet them at the end
And
of their career. Yeah,
opportunities.
they're doing what they did when they were in their 20s.
Right.
You know.
And that also plays into the risk tolerance. Where are you in that investing, and what are you capable of putting in and tolerating,
That's
maybe
right.
losing?
And more than 20 years ago, Jess, when I started in the business, we would use as a rule of thumb to use your age. So if you're 30 years old, then you would have 30% of your portfolio conservative, and the other 70% could be in stocks and things like that. And some people still do that, but we have so much more technology now. Like right on my website, I have a free calculator that you can calculate what your risk score is, give you a more actual look, like it's a deeper look, and it's more technology intense, and you're really choosing, if my portfolio went down this percentage, would you go crazy, or how could you handle it? And then it calculates a score for you versus just using your age. So if you're 50, then 50% stock, 50% out of stock. You know, we've grown past that, but it still can be helpful.
My calculator would say baby steps. Baby steps. Thank you.
Baby steps.
Thank you very
yes.
much for
and
the
this
insight.
step
JP.
is very important. I appreciate the conversation, Jess.
Absolutely. It's the time to do it. Beginning of the year, we'll get going with it. Bryan offers free money seminars every Wednesday at noon and on select Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. at her office in Glen Allen. Pre-registration is required. You can visit our website, WTVR.com/VTM, for a direct link to all the information.